Good evening, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Matt Holiner wanted to bring you the latest on this winter storm that we're expecting. Tricky forecast for sure. Looks like we're going to see all four precipitation types: rain, freezing rain, sleet, and yes, eventually snow. So let's start with tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Good news is morning commute around the Quad Cities area looking okay. I do think there are going to be some isolated rain showers. We're talking very light rain, so no issues for the morning commute. Let's jump ahead now to 1 o'clock in the afternoon and notice how there's more green showing up. But it is green. This is rain that'll be falling, but we're going to call it scattered rain showers 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Even 7 o'clock in the evening, it's looking like it's still going to be all rain. But just a heads up for the evening commute on Wednesday, even though it's all going to be rain, you know how it goes. When there's rain around, things tend to be a little bit slower than usual, but we're certainly not expecting widespread problems since it's all still going to be rain. The problem is after 7 o'clock, notice what's awfully close to us. Yeah, the transition to freezing rain. That's what's indicated by the shades of purple here. Pink is actually sleet and blue is snow. So notice that as we go through the evening hours and into the overnight, this is 1 a.m. Thursday, we're going to have a period of freezing rain, and then a period of sleet, and then eventually snow. Fortunately, it doesn't look like a prolonged period of freezing rain, so I don't expect significant ice accumulation, but I do think there could be just a little bit before we transition over to the snow. Now, here's something interesting. Let's jump ahead now to 7 a.m. Thursday morning, and there could actually be a lull in the activity. There may be nothing coming down 7 a.m. Thursday morning, maybe just a few flurries of snow. But another little wave of low pressure is going to be working over us, and it's going to be a close call for southeast Iowa, but it looks like there could be a period in the afternoon on Thursday for some heavy snow, and yes, this will be snow. The question is, will the heaviest snow stay to our south, or will it be a little bit farther to the north and maybe even right over us? So that's going to have a big impact on how much snow we're going to see, is this wave of snow that we're going to see Thursday afternoon. Still some uncertainty in exactly how intense the snow is going to be, but there's certainly the potential for some heavy snow during the afternoon on Thursday. But just during the afternoon, because check out, 7 o'clock in the evening, that area of snow will have already shifted to the east. So we're most concerned about that Thursday afternoon for some low visibilities from the snow. So how much ice, how much snow are we talking about? Now, this is just one model, but I think it's got the best handle on the situation, kind of in the middle of all the models that are out there. And notice, as far as freezing rain is concerned, we're probably only talking about a couple hundredths of an inch. It does not look like it's going to be much. And then there could be a couple of tenths of an inch of sleet after the freezing rain. But it's looking like the snow could be a little bit more significant. Again, this is just one model, but notice how it's cranking out around 4 inches of snow for Quad Cities, Muscatine. But look to the north and south. This is why there's uncertainty in this forecast and why we want to kind of keep a range of possibilities, because notice how it's a very tight snow gradient. I mean, around the Waterloo area, it could just be a quick dusting. And even in parts of central Illinois, it may only be 2.5 inches of snow. So again, it's all going to depend on the exact track of that low and exactly how much snow we're going to see in southeast Iowa. So let's talk about possibilities. For freezing rain, it may be that there's no freezing rain, at most 0.05 of an inch. For sleet, I think there could be up to about a tenth of an inch of sleet. On top of that, a little bit of ice. And again, for that kind of a small amount of freezing rain, we're just talking about a couple hundredths of an inch. We're not going to have widespread icy roads, but I do think icy spots will develop on secondary roads, bridges, overpasses, and then also sidewalks. So keep that in mind. And then we have snow after the freezing rain and sleet. For Moline, I think we're looking at as low as 3 inches, but perhaps if that band of heaviest snow works over us, up to 6 inches of snow. I want to keep that as a possibility. Muscatine, same thing, 3 to 6 inches. Looks like a little bit less Davenport versus Moline, but again, it's going to be very close. I think the range for Davenport looking right now, 2.5 to 5.5 inches. So right now it looks like Davenport about a half an inch less than Moline. Moline probably has a greater potential for seeing a little bit more snow than Davenport. So because of the potential for freezing rain, sleet, and then snow, we do have a winter storm watch in effect for Muscatine, Davenport, Moline from 9 o'clock Wednesday until Thursday at 6 p.m. because that's the potential for when we could see that freezing rain, sleet, and snow. So the bottom line here is if you don't have to be on the roads from 9 o'clock Wednesday to 6 p.m. Thursday, don't. If you do have to venture out, give yourself extra time to reach your destination, increase your following distance, and drive below the speed limit.